So this is an update on the, I still don't have a name for this. It's the entryway, shelf, box, coat hanger, key, cat, purse catcher. You know, a general catch-all thing as you come in the door. First thing I did was make a top. This was going to be the bottom. This is hickory, as it turns out. And then I made this piece that'll be the box, basically. And we'll get to the bottom later. I'm concentrating on the basic box part. And I used biscuits to join two boards here and make this up. So, and I just made this. This will be the back. It'll fit like that, and I just used biscuits to glue that up, and it's clamped, so that'll be in there. And I'm thinking I'm going to be using a lot of trim on this. I want to trim around here and probably some other areas, and I haven't decided what kind of wood to use. I want a little contrast. And I've got this Jatoba, which may give me a little bit more contrast than I think. But, you know, this particular board is just begging for trim. It's a perfect board for using it for this. So that always goes a long way. And of course, to hang your coat or caps or purse or whatever, if you don't want to just set it on there, I'm thinking of attaching an antler here. I've got some other antlers. I thought this one was small enough, but maybe not. Maybe I hate to cut off the tines. I've got this off of a spike buck, but something like that out the front may work. So any advice there would be appreciated. All my other choices are a little large, way too large. And I really, really hate to cut off tines, although that one I probably could. Maybe down to the Y, I don't know. So, I've got some choices there. I'm just not sure what's going to happen, but inspiration hits as I go, and so far it's working out nicely. So again, I'm just not sure exactly how I want to do that part, but I definitely want some kind of antler out the front, whether they're tines or a whole antler. This one I really hate to cut up. It's so perfectly shaped and all. I've got some that are naturally shed. These have already been cut, so that part doesn't bother me in the least. So if you have a suggestion about what tine to use or cutting off tines, that would be good. And also with the trim. This hickory is going to be light. I was going to paint it, but now I think that the wood is presenting itself nicer. I think I'm just going to use some Watt coat, keep it in its natural form, and put some kind of top coat on that, whether it's polyurethane or shellac or whatever I decide. Like I say, the wood will be in its natural state. And there's some little imperfections in the wood too. I'm not sure what I'll do there, whether I'm going to attempt to cover them up, fill them in, or take advantage of them in another way. I'm not sure. So this Jatoba, which is brilliant Brazilian cherry, is an option. For the trim. Walnut's an option. I've got some oak, which you know, I'm afraid it's not going to give the contrast, but over age it will. If you look at the stripes on the workbench, that's oak with ash being the big pieces, so that's an option still. And I thought cherry might be another good option. So if you've got any suggestions there, I would appreciate some input. Leave it in the comments below. So that's pretty much the update on the entryway, box, shelf, coat hanger, cap catcher, I really need a name for this. And of course, don't forget the main part of all this is there'll be a secret compartment which will be underneath. The bottom will kind of open up. At the moment I envision that happening by turning the antler. That was another thing about using the whole antler. The coats would be, you know, all the weight would be on one side, so if you turned it the other way it would release the hidden compartment in the bottom and you would have access to anything you might want to hide there, and it would be readily available, handy, and all like that. And as happenstance would fit, it just seems to be about the exact size for something you might want to hide there. So another option I thought of was putting a mirror on the back piece to make it even more versatile. So if you've got an idea for what to name this thing, there's a good comment to leave, please. So until we make some more progress, hit the subscribe button so you can see how this thing's going to progress. And don't forget to hit the like button. So we'll see you again. Marky Mark extraordinaire!